Hello and good morning. I'm Carolyn Morris of Carolyn Morris Fighting for You, and I'm here with Heather Edwards of DeKalb County Community Gardens. She's the Associate Director, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what they're doing right now.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for having us on, Carolyn. We appreciate your support. So right now, our Grow Mobile is out and about daily doing trips, taking food to seniors that aren't able to get out, and also doing the pop-up food pantries. We've actually doubled the amount of food pantries that we've been doing with our Grow Mobile compared to last year and even just a couple months ago with everything that's happening with COVID. So our next pop-up that we have is actually in Hinckley on May 7th, and it will be from 4 to 6 at St. Paul's United Church. And then on Saturday of this week, May 9th, we have again, a pop-up. The Grow Mobile will be going to Kingston at the Kingston Friendship Center from 8 to 10 a.m. So, and that's just, 2. And then again, we have a whole bunch more coming up in May. And just with COVID, we have definitely seen a huge increase. We've served over 6,000 individuals now. We've definitely more than doubled the people coming out to the Grow Mobile. And 75% of those people have never been a patron of a food pantry before. So
Wow.
We've seen this huge increase.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes, and then
go ahead.
Our Genoa Area Community Food Hub has also seen the numbers triple there compared to last year's numbers. We served around 30 in April last year, and this past April we served almost 90 individuals, that would be 90 families.
Yeah, that's a lot. Considering each family could have, up to 4+ members. Fascinating. So how are you guys keeping up with the demand in volunteers? How are you keeping up with the demand in food? There are lots of concerns right now. And I guess we should get out of the way first. How can people help?
Well, people can definitely help us. Tomorrow, Thursday, May 7th is Give DeKalb County, and they can actually go to that website and they can search DeKalb County Community Gardens, pull that up, and they can donate tomorrow. Otherwise, if they aren't able to donate on May 7th during Give DeKalb County, they can also go to our website, dekalbgardens.org, and they'll see there's a donate button that they can click on. They can also text Give DCCG to the number 44321. So those are a couple different ways that people can give to our organization. And for every $1 that is donated to us, we're able to buy $8 worth of food. So, that's tremendous. People could go to the grocery store and get us, $1 worth of food, but if they actually gave us the cash or the money, we can actually get 8 times that amount of what they could purchase for us. So it's a huge benefit to our organization to actually have the cash in hand.
Awesome. So is there any benefit, first of all, to people donating tomorrow on Thursday, May 7th, rather than and donating through the website for Give DeKalb County rather than donating, say today on your website?
Yes, there's a pool of money. Right now it's at $100,000. So the more money that is donated to our organization, we'll actually then get a larger percentage of that pool of money that is there. So that's why it's a benefit to actually give during Give DeKalb County. It's a great day. I want to say that the majority of the nonprofits in DeKalb County are participating. And so we're just trying to get awareness out there of what all of us are doing.
Absolutely. You have a text service, right, that people can sign up for to get messages? I get your daily messages to let me know where and when your Grow Mobile is going to be.
Yes, and let me just reach here for my little Post-it note that has that information on it. So yes, if somebody is wanting to get a reminder for the Grow Mobile, they're going to text at A34CG4 to the number 81010. So it's the at symbol A34CG4 to the number 81010, and they will get a reminder of where the Grow Mobile is going to be, and the time and the location.
Awesome.
And we also put on our Facebook. Yes, on our Facebook, we also will put out, a day or two in advance of where the Grow Mobile is going to be. So that's probably the easiest way to, besides the remind text alerts, if you're on social media, to go to our Facebook page and to like us at DeKalb County Community Gardens.
Awesome. And you do put out like a list too. I've seen that list. So that can be really helpful for
Correct.
people. What about, so I want to ask what everybody's getting concerned about as we're moving forward into the future, and we don't know what the food supply chains are going to look like. Is that something that you guys even concern yourselves with, or is that too far beyond your ability to control that you guys are just like, you know what, don't sweat it. We're just going to get this food out to all the people who need it.
Correct. I mean, it's something that is somewhat out of our control. We get our food from the Northern Illinois Food Bank. And have there been some shortages there? Yes, there have been. We aren't always able to get canned vegetables or canned fruit. They definitely do still have food there. So whatever happens to be available for the week, we are ordering, and that is then being delivered. And that's kind of always been the case with the Northern Illinois Food Bank. I mean, you've never been guaranteed, vegetables, but obviously, right now, we're maybe seeing more items not available as often. But again, we've been still providing food. I know at our Genoa Hub, we just placed an order the other day for some meat. So that's great news, some frozen meat that we're going to be getting in. We've also had some farmers that are going to be donating pigs to us. And so some of them do already have appointments at like the slaughterhouses or the meat processing plants. So we will be able to get that meat then. So if anyone is interested in donating a cow or a pig, we definitely can take that and have it processed.
Fantastic. And I'm sorry, I'm just curious. So I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to ask a few more questions because I'm just thinking about, this is a national, worldwide pandemic. It's a scary time, and I'm absolutely not trying to fearmonger in any way. But I am curious about how you, as the associate director of DeKalb County Community Gardens, what you're thinking, how you're planning. Do you have a strategic plan in place? Like, oh, if this continues for X number of days, and if, how do you lengthen the amount of time perhaps that you can continue to serve the community, maybe by rationing to some degree, or do those thoughts come into your mind at all?
Well, we haven't been rationing at this point. Our organization feels it's extremely important to get food out to the people that need it. We are not at a point where we need to do any rationing with any of the food that we have. It's definitely not there. Hopefully we aren't going to get there. We've also have had some very generous private donors that have given us money, and we've also received some grants. So if needed, we can also go to the grocery store just like everybody else and pick up items. Like if we aren't able to get in those canned vegetables, we can go to the store and we can buy those items that were needed, place an order through them. You're right, things are changing daily. We're constantly making phone calls, sending out emails to each other. Obviously the governor spoke yesterday and kind of laid out his steps. And so we're kind of waiting to hear exactly. We know that the health departments, I believe, are meeting today and throughout the state, and they're going to be making some, decisions or talking about how they're going to be handling it as far as things opening. And so it's just kind of a waiting game with some things. And then again, we do have plans in place. We're trying to have all of our volunteers always wearing masks and gloves when they're out with the Grow Mobile. We're sanitizing in the warehouse, we're sanitizing at the Genoa Hub and out at Walnut Grove Vocational Farm. So we're trying to do what we can to protect the safety of our employees, our volunteers, and then people also, the patrons coming.
Awesome. That is so good to hear. It's really encouraging. Do you need help with volunteers at all?
Yes, volunteers. I mean, we are keeping the numbers small because again, um, we want to always have less than 10 people. And so people can volunteer still. They can go to our website and they'll find a tab for how they can help, and they can click on that and then go to volunteers and they can fill out that information. And then one of our employees, one of our staff members will get back to them and send them links of if they're wanting to help specifically with the Grow Mobile, there'll be a link and then they can click on that and then they'll see the dates and the times that we're looking for volunteers, same with the other programs within our organization.
Awesome. Heather, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time, taking your time out of your busy schedule to share with the community about what you guys are doing. And thank you. Thank you all for what you're doing over at DeKalb County Community Gardens. Thank
Well,
you all
thank
for
you for having
listening.
us on, Carolyn. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. All right.